Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Coming to you virtually for the last time. Hopefully, as long as there's no more lockdowns, hopefully. Right, so good evening, Adam. Good evening, Charlotte. Good evening, Hillary. Good evening, Big Steve. To you guys who said hello already, thank you very much. Good to see you on here. Thanks for coming on. And before I start, a massive thank you to everyone who has sponsored me on my Just Giving page so far. We have tonight hit £520, which is now just over my halfway target. So I've set a target of 1,000. So 520. Thank you for that. I thank all of you individually who sponsor me, but those that have sponsored me anonymously, obviously I can't say thank you to you in person because I don't know who you are. So I'm saying it now, hoping you're on here. Thank you so much. And to the person who last weekend sponsored me £100 anonymously, incredibly grateful to you. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. David Crank, thank you for the quizzes. You're welcome. Hi, Julie. Hi, Maria. All right, folks. So final time. I have got some dates back to be back in 3 of our 4 pubs. I'll share those with you at the end of this quiz before we finish, just so you know where they are. Maria's saying, can't believe it's your last one. It's not. It's just my last one on here. All right. So your rounds tonight then, folks, general trivia, entertainment and sport. And then we've got name game, science, maths and nature. And we're finishing the virtual quizzes with chocolate advertising slogans, because that all went down very well last time. Clench, good evening. Claire, good evening. All right, everyone. So get your pens and paper at the ready. Champagne girls, hello to you. Our first round then is general trivia. By the way, Lawford Arms quizzes. I know we're back at the web this Sunday, but we're back at the Lawford Arms next Thursday. I've had it confirmed. Maximum of 10 teams. Distancing's been put in place. There'll be table service, but we're back there next Thursday night. So make a note of that one. All right, Faye, how are you? All right, here we go then, folks. So our first round tonight, bit of general trivia for you. Here we go with question number 1. For which Scottish pop group was Charlene Spiteri the lead singer? For which Scottish pop group was Charlene Spiteri the lead singer? That's a nice, easy one to start us off. GT, Big Steve. Number 2. What is the small hammer used by a judge or an auctioneer called? What is the small hammer used by a judge or auctioneer called? Put the washing machine on at the wrong time. That's going to finish pretty much when the quiz does. That was not the smartest move, hey? Number 3. What word can be defined as animal fat or to weep uncontrollably? What word can be defined as animal fat or to weep uncontrollably? Number 4. What was the registration number of Lady Penelope's Rolls Royce? What was the registration number of Lady Penelope's Rolls Royce? Nice easy one, that. This next one's a nice easy one as well. Number 5. Into what was a pumpkin transformed for Cinderella? Into what was a pumpkin transformed for Cinderella? Number 6. In which movie did Robert De Niro play a character called Travis Bickle? In which movie did Robert De Niro play a character called Travis Bickle? Number 7. In which ocean are the Falkland Islands? In which ocean are the Falkland Islands? You're a bit quiet on the chat tonight. Oh, here we go. Are you on, Gaz? I haven't seen Gazman yet, Kel. What have you said? Don't know if he's on. When's the baby due? Is it today? Linda, I'll repeat them for you at the end. Linda Martin, hold fire. Hope you're back in the Lawford Arms next week. Number 8. What is the more common name for the illness pertussis? And I'll spell that for you. Pertussis. What is the more common name for the illness pertussis? Carl is in labour. My cousin Gaz, who's been on here every single Thursday since lockdown, his lovely lady is in labour. They're having a baby tonight. Chuffed. Brilliant. She could have waited till tomorrow, though, so he didn't miss the last one. But there you go. Gaz is here. That's all right. Good on you, Gaz. You leave her to it. Number 9. God is a Woman, 7 Rings, and One Last Time were hit singles for which American female singer? God is a Woman, 7 Rings, and One Last Time were hit singles for which American female singer? And number 10, Central Park is in which New York borough? Central Park is in which New York borough? All right, and for Linda Martin, she wanted 1 and 2 again. Number 1, for which Scottish pop group was Charlene Spiteri the lead singer? And what is the small hammer used by a judge or auctioneer called? Oh, my mum's messaged a while ago to say don't start because we can't get logged on. Sorry, Mum, I've only just seen that. It's a bit late because I've started. All right, so there you go. There's your first round done. 5 left to go. Starting with this next one in just a mo. Round 2 tonight is entertainment. Oh, Shiraz Gilly. Central Park is in which New York borough? There you go. Oh, Shiraz Gilly, you messaged me last week at the end of the quiz asking what nights I do the quizzes and where I do them. I did reply, but I don't know if it got through in time because it was right at the end. So if you still need that information, I'll be going through it at the end of the night. All right, very quickly then. Number 3, what word can be defined as animal fat or to weep uncontrollably? And 5, into what was a pumpkin transformed for Cinderella? Okay, and Becca Bowley, looking forward to seeing you Sunday from Puffed. I am looking forward to seeing you too. All right, guys and girls, entertainment is our second round. Here we go. Are you ready? Let's do it. Entertainment, round 2. Question 1. Which musical does You'll Never Walk Alone come from? Which musical does You'll Never Walk Alone come from? These Scousers on now will be singing that, hopefully in their heads, but possibly not. Number 2, which actor stars in the movies Blade and Demolition Man? Which actor stars in the movies Blade and Demolition Man? Number 3, name the follow-up to the Clint Eastwood film Every Which Way But Loose. Name the follow-up to the Clint Eastwood film Every Which Way But Loose. Right turn, Clyde. What a film that is. Love it. By the way, Becca and Puffed and any web quizzes, if anyone's got Clive of the Foxes details, can you let him know we're back? Because I haven't got his details. And I'd love to let him know. So if any of you can let him know or find a way, I'd be grateful. Number 4, Richard Harris played which character in the Harry Potter films? Richard Harris played which character in the Harry Potter films? Charlotte, appreciate that. Than't you very much. Can't have a Sunday web quiz without the Foxes there, can we? Yeah, very good. Number 5, with which girl group did Alicia Dixon find fame? With which girl group did Alicia Dixon find fame? How are you going to cope when people can answer back and heckle again? Well, Claire, the answer to that is very well. That's the one thing I am missing greatly. The heckling and the banter. And people taking the piss out of me as much as I take the piss out of them. That's what it's all about. And that's what I can't wait to get back to answer your question. Number 6, which musical includes the song Climb Every Mountain? Which musical includes the song Climb Every Mountain? Might have possibly done a round on that at some point earlier this week. I'll put it on my page. Number 7, who had a 1960 number 1 hit with the song Kathy's Clown? Who had a 1960 number 1 hit with the song Kathy's Clown? Number 8, with which stage musical do you associate the songs Good Morning Baltimore and You Can't Stop the Beat? A few musical questions in here, isn't there? With which stage musical do you associate the songs Good Morning Baltimore and You Can't Stop the Beat? Number 9, which author wrote the Chronicles of Narnia? Which author wrote the Chronicles of Narnia? And number 10, Anna Paquin starred as Sookie Stackhouse in which TV vampire series? Anna Paquin starred as Sookie Stackhouse in which TV vampire series? All right, I'll give you a few seconds before we start our sport round. By the way, web quizzes, we've got £202 in our Play Your Cards Right pot. Forgotten about that. It's here, £202. And a £60 money round. Linda Copson is loving all the musical questions. You're welcome. Very good. All right then, guys and girls, our third round then, before I give you some answers. This is sport. And here we go with question number 1. Which London football team are nicknamed the Eagles? Nice easy start for you. Which London football team are nicknamed the Eagles? Number 2, who won the Wimbledon Men's Singles Championship every year between 1976 and 1980? Who won the Wimbledon Men's Singles Championship every year between 1976 and 1980? Number 3, in which Olympic event did Britain's Denise Lewis compete? In which Olympic event did Britain's Denise Lewis compete? Number 4, which English county cricket club did Freddie Flintoff play for? Come on, I'll put my teeth back in. Which English county cricket club did Freddie Flintoff play for? Number 5, the nickname Whirlwind was given to which British snooker player? The nickname Whirlwind was given to which British snooker player? Number 6, which Briton won his only Formula One title in a McLaren in 1975? Which Briton won his only Formula One title in a McLaren in 1975? Number 7, in horse racing, which 3 racecourses staged the 5 English classics? In horse racing, which 3 racecourses staged the 5 English classics? I'll give you a moment to think about that one. Just 3 answers. Just like fill the silence by randomly talking to you. A bit like this. Okay, good. Here we go. Number 8. Which German golfer was the first number 1 when official rankings were introduced in 1986? Which German golfer was the first number 1 when official rankings were introduced in 1986? Number 9, in snooker, what colour ball is worth 5 points? In snooker, what colour ball is worth 5 points? And number 10, who would Hibernian play in the Edinburgh Football Derby? Who would Hibernian play in the Edinburgh Football Derby? All right. There you go. Look at that. Done and dusted. First 3 rounds already. 3 rounds left, which we'll do in about 10 minutes. I'll go give you some answers in just a moment to those 3 rounds. Make sure you've got everything you need before I do. If anyone missed any of those, let me know. Okay, good. All right, so answers then. Here you go. 2 points for a correct answer. 20 points per round you're playing for. This was number 1. For which Scottish pop group was Charlene Spiteri the lead singer? Texas. Number 2, what is the small hammer used by a judge or auctioneer called? A gavel. 3, what word can be defined as animal fat or to weep uncontrollably? Blubber. 4, what was the registration number of Lady Penelope's Rolls Royce? Fab 1, FAB 1. 5, into what was a pumpkin transformed for Cinderella? That was a carriage or a coach. 6, in which movie did Robert De Niro play a character called Travis Bickle? Taxi Driver. Number 7, in which ocean are the Falkland Islands? The Atlantic. Number 8, what is the more common name for the illness pertussis? That's whooping cough. 9, God is a Woman, 7 Rings and One Last Time were hit singles for which American female singer? Ariana Grande. And 10, Central Park is in which New York borough? Manhattan. So there's your first 20 points played for. Tally them up. You don't need to put the scores in yet. You can pop them in after round 3 out of 60, or you can put them in. I know some of you like to say what you've got on there, so feel free to do so. But get your answers for round 2 in front of you, which was entertainment, because I'm going to run through those now. Are we good? Here we go. Number one. Oh, score's coming in again. Here we go. Already 14 and a 14. 14 for two teams. That's what's to get. I don't think we've got Quizzy Rascals on tonight. So full house for Puffed and 18 for Clench. All right, well done, Puffed. Good full house. All right, number one then for entertainment was this. Which musical does You'll Never Walk Alone come from? Carousel. Oh, Quizzy Rascals are in. 18 for Nikki, 18 for Paula, 18 for Charlotte. Number two, which actor stars in the movies Blade and Demolition Man? Wesley Snipes. Number three, name the follow-up to the Clint Eastwood film Every Which Way But Loose. Any Which Way You Can. Number four, Richard Harris played which character in the Harry Potter films? Professor Dumbledore. Number five, with which girl group did Alicia Dixon find fame? Mystique. Six, which musical includes the song Climb Every Mountain? That's The Sound of Music. Seven, who had a 1960 number one hit with the song Kathy's Clown? The Everly Brothers. Number eight, with which stage musical do you associate the songs Good Morning Baltimore and You Can't Stop the Beat? Hairspray. 9, which author wrote the Chronicles of Narnia? That's C.S. Lewis. And 10, Anna Paquin starred as Sookie Stackhouse in which TV vampire series? True Blood. That was good. Last couple of seasons were rubbish, but that was pretty good. All right, so again, tally your scores up out of 20. So you played for 40 so far. Let's see, because one or two of you pop your score on, I'm sure. And I'll give you the answers to round 3 in just a sec. Oh, 16 this time for Puffed. It's 20, 16, 14, 14 with a sad looking face. That's not a bad score. 16, Nikki. 12 for Adam. 20 pointer. Okay, well done. All right, so sport. Are you ready? Let's give you the answers to this. Number 1, which London football team are nicknamed the Eagles? That's Crystal Palace. Musical, sorry, mate. Sorry. Number 2, who won the Wimbledon Men's Singles Championship every year between 1976 and 1980? Bjorn Borg. Number 3, in which Olympic event did Britain's Denise Lewis compete? The heptathlon. 4, which English county cricket club did Freddie Flintoff play for? Lancashire. Number 5, the nickname Whirlwind was given to which British snooker player? Jimmy White. Number 6, which Briton won his only Formula One title in a McLaren in 1975? James Hunt. Number 7, in horse racing, which 3 race courses staged the 5 English classics? Doncaster, Epsom, and Newmarket. Number 8, Bernard Langer. 9, in snooker, what colour ball is worth 5 points? The blue ball. And number 10, who would Hibernian play in the Edinburgh Football Derby? Hearts, or Heart of Midlothian. All right, so now you play for 20 points. Let's have a look and see what you've got so far out of 60. I'm going to ask you to post those on there. I'm going to go and top up this glass. I know it's not empty, but it's about to be. What was the answer to number 8? The answer to number 8 was Bernard Langer. 56 so far. What was the golf answer, Lee? Just told you that. That was Bernard Langer. And number 9, the answer was blue. Sorry, Hillary. I've been having internet issues for the last couple of days. I'm not surprised I buffered a bit. All right, 55, 58, 46. And you are well. I'll have a look, go through your scores, see how you did. Then we'll kick on with our final half. Luke says James Hunt was 76. Oh, you know what? Quite often when I do a quiz, I say to you, give or take a year. I'll give you a year either side. You got to give me the same favour. All right, so I'm going to get another drink. I'll be back very, very soon to have a look at your scores so far. So I'm not starting yet. I'll have a little nose, see how you're getting on. So let's go. 60. How you doing so far, folks? What we got? We have got a 56, a 52 for Shatners, 55, 58, 46, 38, 51. Good scores again, guys. 54, 55, and another 51. Okay, so that, Mr. Norburn, is a very good question. And there's your answer. Family group. Their names are David and Alan. All right, so before we start the second half of the quiz, which will be in about 2 minutes' time, final appeal from me really for sponsors for my Just Giving page. So I've set myself a target of £1,000 to raise for the air ambulance service. At the time of speaking, we're on £520. So we've passed the halfway mark, but I've still got £480 to try and raise. You might have noticed on my page, I've been putting some somewhat random rounds, one or two of them, one a day on there for people who are sponsoring me. You sponsor me at least £10. You get to choose a subject, and I will do it for you. I've got another week's worth all written, ready to go from people who have sponsored me. It's my 40 for 40. So I'm doing 40 rounds in 40 days to raise money for the air ambulance service, who last week flew their 40,000th mission. I desperately need your support for this. I want to hit that £1,000 and I can't do it without you. So to those that have sponsored me already, thank you so much. For those that have had rounds already, I hope you enjoyed them. And there's more coming up this next week. I think there's one for Charlotte tomorrow, which is a hair metal round. And then Adam, yours is on Sunday, I think. Saturday Stephen King round for Guy, and then Sunday you've got yours, Adam. So there's a few rounds coming up, but I've still got another couple of weeks worth of rounds I can write, which I'm happy to do. All I need you to do is get me to that point. So if you could, please sponsor me. I'll be so grateful. I really would. And I'm desperate to hit that £1,000 mark, just because how great would that be if collectively we could do it? All right, so the link is on the top of this chat feed. It's also on my Facebook page, quiz Facebook page, quite a lot. And it's on the description for this live quiz tonight. So you can't miss it, it's everywhere. In fact, hold on, just because it's also there. There you go, have a little nosy. All right, folks, so we're gonna crack on now. We're gonna go on to the second half of the quiz. So hopefully everyone's back from topping up their glasses. And can I just say, Charlotte, the hair metal round, I've really enjoyed putting that together. It's my sort of music. But you'll get that tomorrow. All right, so round 4 tonight. It's called Name Game. Nice and simple, really. 10 questions about 10 people. Each person has a male Christian name as a surname. For example, George Michael, Kurt Russell. All right, so male Christian name as a surname. I'll give you the clues to 10 people with those names. You just got to tell me who they are. 2 points each. It's that simple. All right, so that's the way Name Game works. Here we go then. Number 1, the first American to orbit the Earth. The first American to orbit the Earth. And I'm sorry if the washing machine gets loud. It's got 15 minutes left. I can't help it. Number 2, steeplechase jockey and crime writer. Steeplechase jockey and crime writer. Number 3, one of the 3 actresses who star in Birds of a Feather. And you've got to put the one who has a male Christian name as their surname. Otherwise, it's not right. One of the 3 actresses who star in Birds of a Feather. Number 4, singer who the 2019 movie Rocket Man was about. Singer who the 2019 movie Rocket Man was about. Number 5, American boxer, active from 1977 to 1997, winning world titles at 5 different weights. So American boxer, active 1977 to 1997, winning world titles at 5 different weights. Bit more tricky, that one, maybe. Don't know. Number 6, played Spartacus. It's in the 1960 version, by the way. Played Spartacus, which, if you believe the film, was everybody. What was that? Claire Ormsby Potter, could you repeat question 2? Of course I can. Steeplechase jockey and crime writer. And number 1, Warren, was the first American to orbit the Earth. Number 7, film music composer who won awards for Born Free, Out of Africa, and Dances with Wolves, as well as working on Bond scores for 25 years. So film music composer who won awards for Born Free, Out of Africa, and Dances with Wolves, as well as working on Bond scores for 25 years. Number 8, Kung Fu actor, starred in Enter the Dragon. What a film. Kung Fu actor, starred in Enter the Dragon. Number 9, played Professor Charles Xavier. Played Professor Charles Xavier. Remember, it's got to be the one with the Christian name as a surname. James McAvoy doesn't have a Christian name for a surname. And number 10, the scorekeeping baby George Dawes in the comedy show Shooting Stars. So played the scorekeeping baby George Dawes in the comedy show Shooting Stars. Iranu. All right, there you go. That's simple enough, wasn't it? I reckon so. I can't wait to see you all again. I'm talking to myself way too much. All right, so that's your first round of the second half done. We've got 2 rounds left. Science, maths, and nature, which is a bit of and then we've got chocolate appetizer slogans. We're finishing on a high. All right, so let me know when you're. Let me know if you need any more of those again very quickly before I move on. Should be about there. Okay. We're good. We're going to go for it then. All right. Science and maths and nature. That's round 5. Here you go with number 1. How many sides does a hexagon have? How many sides does a hexagon have? Number 2, what is a male duck called? What is a male duck called? Excuse me. Number 3, how many wings does a bee have? How many wings does a bee have? Number 4, what is the collective noun for a group of owls? What is the collective noun for a group of owls? Number 5. What mollusk lends its name to a type of explosive mine? What mollusk lends its name to a type of explosive mine? Number 6. What number is obtained when adding together the sides of a triangle and a pentagon? What number is obtained when adding together the sides of a triangle and a pentagon? Number 7. How many grams are in half a kilogram? How many grams are in half a kilogram? Number 8. From which plant do we get vanilla? From which plant do we get vanilla? Number 9. What O is the science of correcting deformities of the skeleton? What O is the science of correcting deformities of the skeleton? Number 10. This question comes with a warning. One word some of you may find offensive, but I'm not apologizing for it because it's a good word. Number 10. What term describes the extent to which air is damp or moist? What term describes the extent to which air is damp or moist? Done. One round left. All right, so Paula doesn't like the word moist. Sorry, Paula, I won't say moist again until I give out the answers. All right, so Amy likes it. Big Steve, has thou got out moist? Peter Kay does that, I love it. Dear. All right, folks. Finish up on there. We've got one round left. It's chocolate advertising slogans. I know when I did this, God, back when was it, like 9 weeks ago, I did one of these rounds and you said you loved it. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to make it the last round I do before we go back into pubs. I'm going to make it my final virtual quiz round. It's going to be a chocolate advertising slogans again. So here we go. That's what we're going to do. Our final round, pen and paper ready. Tell me the chocolate bar or the chocolates from the advertising slogan. All right, here we go then. Number 1, have you felt the bubbles melt? Have you felt the bubbles melt? They're overrated, they are for me. Number 2, do you love anyone enough to give them your last? Do you love anyone enough to give them your last? Nice and easy, isn't it? Number 3, Mr. Ambassador, with these, you are really spoiling us. Mr. Ambassador, with these, you are really spoiling us. Remember, it's not just chocolate bars, it's chocolates in general. Number 4, and all because the lady loves. And all because the lady loves. The answer to number 5, by the way, is much nicer than the answer to number 1. Number 5, bite it and believe it. Bite it and believe it. Number 6, have a break. Have a break. Have a. Only if it's chunky and filled with peanut butter. Thanks. Number 7, I'm going to give you the one that I've got written down, but then I'm going to give you another word, which I associate with it much, much more. Number 7, soft on the outside, crunchy on the inside. Soft on the outside, crunchy on the inside. Or, as I remember, armadillos. Armadillo. You've got to associate armadillo with that chocolate bar. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I've just looked stupid. Like I care. Number 8, you'll need new ways to be naughty. You'll need new ways to be naughty. Paula Lewis, is your husband Paul there? If he is, I'm predicting his answer to this question right now. See, you all got it from armadillo. Brilliant. Brilliant. Here we go. Number 9, keep it clean. Nothing fills a hole like a. Nothing fills a hole like a. Keep it clean. I'm showing my age, says Maria. What, with armadillo? Yeah, I don't care. It's not my trolley. And number 10, take it easy with a. Take it easy with a. Oh, that's good chocolate. I just realised I just asked my last question at a virtual quiz, but not my last question for this page because I've still got another 31 days of rounds to do. All right, so there you go. That was your last round done. I'm going to give you the answers now. See, Paula, I told you he would. I'm going to give you the answers to those 3 rounds then. Then we'll have a look at your final scores out of 120. And I'll give you a little reminder of what's coming up over the next week in pups as well, just so you're fully aware. All right, so you ready? Here's your answers to name game. This was number 1, the first American to orbit the Earth. That was John Glenn. Number 2, steeplechase jockey and crime writer, Dick Francis. Number 3, one of the 3 actresses who star in Birds of a Feather, Leslie Joseph. Number 4, singer who the 2019 movie Rocket Man was about, Elton John. 5, American boxer, active from 1977 to 1997, winning world titles at 5 different weights, Sugar Ray Leonard. Number 6, played Spartacus, Kirk Douglas. 7, film music composer who won awards for Born Free, Out of Africa and Dances with Wolves, as well as working on Bond scores for 25 years, John Barry. Number 8, Kung Fu actor, starred in Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee. 9, played Professor Charles Xavier, Patrick Stewart. And number 10, played the scorekeeping baby George Dawes in the comedy show Shooting Stars, Matt Lucas. Are you allowing Linda Robson for question 3? I don't know anyone called Robson. Is there somebody with a first name Robson? If there is, then yes, I am. If there isn't, then no, I'm not. 18, good score. 12, 16. All right, they're coming through. They're coming through. All right, so. Oh, Robson Green. Forgot about Robson Green. Yeah, all right, I'll allow Robson Green. There you go. I'm allowing Linda Robson after all. Is he the only Robson? It's got to be the only Robson. Anyway, science, maths, and nature. Let's do that. Number one then. Get your answer in front of you. How many sides does a hexagon have? 6. Number 2, what is a male duck called? It's called a drake. Number 3, how many wings does a bee have? 4. Number 4, what is the collective noun for a group of owls? A parliament. 5, what mollusk lends its name to a type of explosive mine? Limpet. 6, what number is obtained when adding together the sides of a triangle and a pentagon? 8. Number 7, how many grams are there in half a kilogram? 500. Number 8, from which plant do we get vanilla? That's an orchid. 9, what O is the science of correcting deformities of the skeleton? Orthopedics. And number 10, what term describes the extent to which air is damp or moist? Humidity. I'll give you a moment before I give the answers to the chocolate advertising slogans. Just so you can tally up your scores. There we go, 16, 18, 14. You're all on form. 20 for the little sister and the family, 20. Good scores. All right, chocolate advertising slogans. Here you go, folks. Another 16 there. So this was number 1. Have you felt the bubbles melt? Aero. Number 2, do you love anyone enough to give them your last? Rolo. The Rolos. Where are the answers in the slogan? I'll say it this time. Number 3, Mr. Ambassador, with these Ferrero Rocher, you are really spoiling us. Number 4, and all because the lady loves milk tray. Number 5, bite it and believe it. Whisper. I love a whisper. Number 6, have a break. Have a Kit Kat. 7, soft on the outside, crunchy on the inside. Dime bar. Armadillo. Number 8, you'll need new ways to be naughty. That's Maltesers. 9, nothing fills a hole like a double-decker. Stop. And number 10, take it easy with a Cadbury's Caramel. I reckon there'll be a lot of 20 points on that round. We've gone out on a high score, I reckon. All right, folks, tally up your scores, pop them in that feed, in that live chat feed, and let me give you a little heads up for those that are coming along, and please do. So obviously I've enjoyed putting these quizzes on for you over the last 2 weeks. What's it been, 12, 13 weeks? I don't know, something along those lines. But now they're coming to an end because the pubs are reopening. It would mean the world to me now if I could start seeing a lot of you filter into the pubs. Those of you that come weekly anyway, I can't wait to see you come back. Those of you that have tuned in and not done the live quizzes at the pubs, if some of you could come along to pubs, that would be great. I am back at the Webb Ellis on Sunday, 8:30 till 10:30. There will be a few changes. I'll put them on my Facebook page. It will be bring your own pens, and it will be bring the right change. And the tables will be socially distanced. That's the only change as far as I know. I'm going in to see Karen and Derek on Saturday night, so I'll be able to update you properly. I'm back at the Lawford Arms next Thursday. It's a maximum of 10 teams on a first come first serve basis. So if you want to come to that, either speak to me beforehand or get there earlier than perhaps you normally would. The tables have been distanced out, they've been separated, so they told me they can fit 10 teams in there, and it will be table service only. And then we're back at the Waterside a week on Tuesday, whatever date that falls on. I think it's the 14th, where that will be, I'm going to see them tomorrow just to get the rundown on what's changed. But the one thing that has changed is they close at 10. They're going to be closing at 10, so the quiz will start at 7:45 instead of 8 o'clock. That's the only change. But I will let you know all these again, way beforehand, well in advance. I'll list them all when I've got all the news. Hollybush quizzes, it's going to be at least the end of July. There is no sign of me coming back there before the end of July. So come to one of the others. And I'm going to have a quick read now of your comments because I've completely missed them. Let's look at your scores before we all go. 104 for Nikki and the family. Excellent score. 96 for Puffed. 92 for Clench. 91, 92, 82, 92. Need to do more research on chocolate. Eat it, that's fine. 95, 111. Dan says, thanks for keeping us sane at home. You are very welcome. Honestly, thanks for tuning in. I've done this for you guys, and I really am chuffed that you've stuck with it and enjoyed it. What we got here, well done, you're welcome. 102, 110. Thanks so much. See you Sunday, and another see you Sunday. See you soon. Hopefully we'll join you soon. That's so good. And thanks for brightening up lockdown every week. It's an absolute pleasure. Thanks for keeping us entertained the last few weeks. Not sure what to do on Thursdays. Well, you could always come to the Lawford Arms. Folks, so that is it. Obviously, I'll be back for the next 31 days doing a round a day. But please do consider sponsoring me if you haven't as of yet. I'd be very grateful. And thanks for coming on. I'll see you in a pub soon, hopefully. I start this Sunday at the web. All right, you're very welcome, Anthony. Thanks for tuning in. All right, everyone. So pop onto my quiz page. If you haven't liked that yet, like it. I'll be listing all the details of the pubs on there soon. See you Thursday, Murray. Yes, can't wait. All right, folks. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Keep staying safe. And I promise if you are coming to one of the pubs, we've made it safe. I'm making it safer for you by putting in a few things, and the pubs have made it safe as well. So don't be afraid to come out because it'll be great to get back together again. All right, folks, thanks a lot, and I will catch you soon. And Shiraz Billy, you're very welcome. All right, all the best. Much love to you all, and thanks for tuning in these last few months, and I'll see you all real soon in the pub. Thanks. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.